Hello, investors, and welcome back. Let's talk about Astra. It's been a while since I talked about my views on that short report that they did for Astra. Now, Astra tried to launch this weekend, and it was delayed until Monday. Well, I like to watch rockets launch while the market's open, especially between 1 and 4. Gives us plenty of time to watch that price action run up in the morning, and I believe that's what's going to happen on Monday. We could see a run up and a drop off in the price. I believe that some people, and this is just my opinion, I believe some people are looking to trim their position, and people were cost averaging down, taking bites of this, and they know I didn't put the analyst price target out there, that analyst price target is $7, and if this starts to push that $7 mark or goes past it, I think you're going to see this price come down pretty quickly after a successful launch, after a non-successful launch. It really doesn't matter. I think that leading up to that launch, if you've watched this before, those catalysts can definitely impact the share price. So in the short term, do you trim your position? Are you low enough to where you're going long? This is a long-term investment for you. Just understand there's going to be some people swing trading it out there. Now, the Part 450, on February 4th, this information came out. Astra, the first one to be able to go through this process and get this license. And I think this is great. You know, it fits in with their thesis and exactly what they're trying to do. They are looking for a higher launch cadence and greater flexibility. So that's exactly what this is. Now, I went and looked into it just to understand exactly what this is for myself, and I thought this illustration did a pretty good job. Basically, it's taking all these parts and it's just putting them into one part. So there's one other thing that I wanted to talk about. Now, of course, the attempt that happened this weekend wasn't due to anything that was Astra's fault, and that's why I believe that this could be a catalyst for the stock price going up on Monday.
And we do have an update for you all. Unfortunately, due to a range asset that has gone out of service today, we are going to stand down from today's launch attempt of the Alana 41 mission. Our launch window does extend to tomorrow as well, at the same time, 1 to 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And you can follow us on Twitter at Astra for updates on the latest. Thank you for joining us today, and we're going to give it another try tomorrow.
Absolutely. Again, thank you to Astra for partnering with us on this live stream to help make this happen. We'll be back with more coverage hopefully tomorrow, pending the resolution of that range issue like we said. So we hope you all come back and tune in again tomorrow. And until then, we'll see you then.
So I wanted to understand the payload and what they're going to be putting on the rocket. So these CubeSats. Now, I did a little bit of research on the CubeSats, and these are electronics that are smaller and more sensitive to radiation, which makes them only last about days to weeks to a few months or even years before they cease operation. And I just thought that that was really interesting. And there was one other fact that because of their size, sensors or monitors that they try to place on these makes it difficult. So as the space becomes more regulated and there's so many of these sats up in space, I just want to make sure that the model of creating smaller satellites makes sense, and I want you to continue monitoring that, as this is a thesis that we all want to work. There's no question there. But let's transition into the share price. Now, this was downgraded, and you can see in tip ranks it's that $7 price, which means that there is standing right now 31.33%. There is upside. I would say a 20% rise in this price would be respectable. And you can see Bank of America Securities, I don't think that this is new news to anybody that's been following this closely, has actually upgraded, but they still downgraded the price. So Monday morning leading up to the afternoon, I would not be surprised if we seen some volume towards 16 million being traded. So I would look for that momentum in the morning. If we're not at about 5 million or 10 million by 11, I would be surprised. And then leading into 1 o'clock, you could possibly see some pressure as this approaches launch. And then obviously, this will just be one to watch. It'll be interesting. Now, Another reason that this could be a good opportunity to trim your position, and of course, I am not telling you what to do. Make your own decisions. It's your money. The CPI data is coming out this week. It's going to be high, or it's the expectations is that it's going to be high. 7% in December. They're expecting 7.3 at least percent for January's number. So just know that that's coming Tuesday, and you may see some pressures in the stock market leading up to February 10th. So February 9th might see something trail off towards the end of the day. Maybe we get 2 green days, not sure. Obviously don't have a crystal ball. Let's take a look at the charts. Starting off with the 30-minute chart. We're up here at about 532, and I believe that this could receive a run up just like this similar spike. So you might see this type of green candlestick action, and this is what I would look for if you want to enter this play tomorrow to swing trade it. And then it could spike up, and you can see that spike go about 20 to 30% or reach that $7 target. I would say 20% to be conservative if you're just looking to enter and exit the play. This could fall down after launch looking something similar to this and then go sideways after it finds support. I believe this has support at about $4.91. That could be a good entry price if you're looking to come back in this play, or you could just wait for those CPI numbers to come out. And February 10th, I believe, could be a better re-entry point down here below 430. Now, there's 2 things that you can look for tomorrow in the 5-minute chart. So now I've got this in the 5-minute chart, and if you zoom in, you can watch this candlestick action as it goes up. You might have, if it's on an uptrend leading up to the launch, you'll have consecutive 5-minute close green candlestick action. This is going up. It's hitting about 20%. And then you're going to hit your first red candle. It's going to close, and then you're going to start another candle. I would exit where that wick closes if you're trying to exit your position, if you're trying to get out before this retraces. Now, of course, this can continue going up, but I would say if you're happy with your gains, go ahead and set that stop loss and exit your position. Now, if we zoom out a little bit, you can see here that we've got pretty good support down here at about 515, and then I talked about that other level down here at about 490. So watch those 2 levels. I would say 515, see if it comes back to try and find support there before it starts going sideways. And if not, I think it could retrace down here to 491, but you want to see support at those levels if you're wanting to re-enter the trade later that day. But I wouldn't recommend it leading into CPI numbers. I'm not sure how this is going to respond. Plus, remember your top side right now is $7. The low side, I think, is still trying to work itself out, but it could be down here in the low $4 range. So obviously, anything in the $3 range, I think that this would be a good entry price, but I would wait and be patient with this play. If you'd like to join our trading community, we do have a free Discord that's in the description. I also have a Patreon for those of you that would like to support the channel and you want to get notifications of those stocks that are on my watch list that I have not done videos on. I just finished the top 10 picks for Metaverse for February and the rest of this year. That's all I got. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and you want to get these notifications, leave a big thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video.